Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to what they call the House of Doom here in Randall Canyon Gymnasium. And we're getting close to the starting time of this big bi-district boys game between the third-place Mules in their district. They're 18-12, and the second-place Canadian Wildcats in their district, and they're 17-4. We'll give you the, I'm just going to give you the entire lineups for both teams quickly. Number 3, Eli Leal, 6'1" senior for the Mules. Number 4, Nacho Elizalde, a 6 feet senior. Number 10, Blaine Hurtado, 5'10" senior. Number 11, Jason Flores, 5'8" freshman. Number 12, Tony Castilla, a 6 foot sophomore. Number 13, Beto Diaz, a 5'9" freshman. Number 14, Austin Ross, a 6 foot senior. Number 15, Gray Johnson, a 5'9" junior. Number 20, Wesley Clarkson, a 6 feet junior. Number 21, Matthew Barone, 5'9" senior. Number 24, J.J. Gandera, 5'8" junior. Number 33, Blaine Shipman, 6'4" junior. Number 35, Dammy Campus, a 6'2" sophomore. And number 45, Vic Dagum Dunham, a 6'4" freshman. The coaches for the Mules are, the head coach is Clay White. The assistants are Brian Loera and David Sturdivant. Now for the Canadian Wildcats, number 0, Caleb Davis, 5'11" junior. Number 2, Tanner Schaefer, 6'3" sophomore. Number 3, Ben Arbuckle, 6'4" senior. Number 4, Ethan Lusk, a 6'1" junior. Number 5, Sawyer Cook, a 6'1" sophomore. Number 11, Braden Gala, a 5'10" junior. Number 13, Cooper Trollinger, a 6 foot sophomore. Number 15, Boston Hudson, a 6'1" senior. Number 21, Braden Carson, a 5'10" junior. Number 23, Manny Ramsey, a 5'7" freshman. Number 30, Trey Dyer, a 5'9" freshman. Number 31, Corbin Dewitt, a 6'1" freshman. Number 32, Cody Gill, a 6'2" junior. And number 33, Tyler Carr, a 6'1" freshman. The head coach is Johnny Hudson. The assistant coaches are Jeff Isom, Hayden Merkel, Tim Fletcher, and Chase Palmore. And the winner of this game will play the winner of Floydada and Brownfield, and we understand that Brownfield is ahead by about 30 points. So the winner of this team will get Brownfield in the area. So we're just about ready to start this game between the Mules and the Canadian Wildcats.
Senior, Eli
halftime here in this big bi-district game between the Canadian Wildcats and the Muleshoe Mules, and Canadian leads by 14, 34-20. And they really have an outstanding team. The Mules are playing hard. They're really having trouble with their shooting and their free throws. As far as free throws, first half the Mules are 3 for 9. And we'll get the rest of the scoring. Leal has 6 points. Matt Barone has 6. Dagan Dunham has 8. And Nacho Elizalde has 2. The rebounds are exactly even, 15 for each team. The turnovers, surprisingly, Canada had 7, and the Mules only have 5. As far as fouls for the Canadian Wildcats, they're 1 for 2. And the scoring for them, Arbuckle has 8 points. He's the big post boy. Hudson has 6 points. Tanner Schaefer has 5 points. Ethan Cook has 2. Braden Gala has 6. Sawyer Cook has 2. Cooper Trollinger has 2. And Trace Dyer has 2. So they have a lot of players scoring. And everything is pretty even except the scoring. And, of course, the free throws, the Mules have really hurt themselves, like I said, with 3 out of 9. So that's the, and by the way, I think I mentioned, Canadian comes in at 17-4, and the Mules 18-12. So that's the first half, with Canadian leading 34-20. ended this bi-district game here tonight between the Mules and Canadian Wildcats. And the first half, the Wildcats were ahead 34-20 and doing about whatever they wanted to. And then the second half, the Mules cut it to 8 at the end of the third quarter, and the final score was 62-53, 9-point margin. But I guarantee you, Canadian had to work for everything they got the second half. The Mules put out a tremendous effort. Just had a little trouble at times with their free throws, but and of course they were playing an outstanding team. This Canadian team is very good, but a great effort by the Mules. Okay, as far as fouls, the Mules, they were forced to foul the last couple of minutes there, but they had 16 fouls. And as far as free throws, the Mules hit, let's see, they wound up hitting 6 out of 16. But the first half, they had 3 out of 10. Okay, now, as far as rebounds, the Mules had 26. And turnovers, the Mules had 11. And 11 was very good against this very quick team. Now, the individual scoring was pretty well balanced for the Mules. Leal had 11, Barone had 11, Dunham had 12, Austin Ross had 4, Nacho Elizalde had 8, Shipman had 2, and Campus had 4, and Hurtado had 3. Now for the Canadian Wildcats, by the way, they wound up right now. Well, they didn't wind up. They'll be going on to the area, but they their record is now 18-4, and the Mules 18-13. The Mules end the season 18-13. Now, as far as fouls for Canadian, they hit 16 out of 20, which was really the big difference in the game, those free throws. As far as rebounds, they out-rebounded the Mules by 1, 27-26. Turnovers, Canadian had 19 turnovers. They had 12 the second half, as the Mules were really putting a lot of pressure on them. So as far as turnovers, they had 19, the Mules had 11. Rebounds, they had a 1 edge as far as rebounds. So everything was actually close, except the free throws made some difference there. All right, now, individual scoring, and it was balanced for the Wildcats. The big center, 6'3" center, made 16 points. Hudson, apparently that's the coach's son, he had 13 points. And Cook, number 4, had 4 points. And Gala had 12 points, Braden Gala. Sawyer Cook had 5 points. Cooper Trollington had 2 points, and Dwyer had 2 points. Number 11, I said that was, yes, Garland had 12. So that, just a very good game and a tremendous effort by the Mules, because they were outmanned, really. But they put out a tremendous effort, and just congratulations to Coach Cook and the other coaches, Coach Loera and Coach Sturdivant, because they did a good job with the Mules this year. But they came up short. The final score was 53 for the Mules and 62 for the Canadian Wildcats.